It's that time of the year. We've got the 16 NBA teams that will go into the playoffs hoping to be the last one standing. In this video, we are about to see the overview of the first round matchups and our predictions. Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat. We're starting off with a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals. That was an epic battle, with the Heat winning Game 7 on the road after the Celtics came back from being 3-0 down. The Celtics made a couple of moves in the offseason, adding Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday, and they look better than ever. The Celtics were by far the best team in the league this season, finishing with a 64-18 record. Boston is the second best offensive team in the league, averaging 120.6 points per game on 38.8% shooting from three-point territory. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are probably the best 1-2 punch in the league, and that will give them a huge advantage over the Heat. Miami is going into this series shorthanded after Jimmy Butler suffered an injury in a 105-104 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers in the first game of the play-in tournament. However, the Heat showed their character by defeating the Chicago Bulls 112-91 to make it to the playoffs. This time, the Heat will have no chance against the Celtics. Prediction: Celtics in 4. New York Knicks versus Philadelphia 76ers. The New York Knicks are having the best season in the past decade and finished second in the Eastern Conference with a 50-32 record. Coach Tom Thibodeau has done amazing work with the Knicks, and they look like a legit candidate to go deep in the playoffs. The Knicks are the second best defensive team in the league, allowing 108.2 points per game. Jalen Brunson is one of the best scorers in the league, and his leadership skills have made a difference in New York. Unfortunately for the Knicks, Julius Randle is out for the season, and they will be shorthanded in the paint. The reigning MVP, Joel Embiid, missed significant time this season, but he came back just in time for the playoffs. The Sixers finished the regular season with a 47-35 record, finishing 7th in the conference, and had to go through the play-in tournament to get here. Embiid barely survived against the Miami Heat, winning 105-104. Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris are having a solid season, and if Embiid stays healthy, the Sixers have a real chance against the Knicks. Prediction: Sixers in 6. Milwaukee Bucks versus Indiana Pacers. The Milwaukee Bucks had many ups and downs this season, and it is a real question how good they would be in the playoffs. They shocked many with the coaching change as the Bucks front office fired Adrian Griffin when he had a 30-13 record to start the season. Doc Rivers stepped in and went 17-19 for the rest of the season. Giannis Antetokounmpo suffered a knee injury last week, and even though the Bucks are not making things clear, it is obvious that the Greek Freak will be out for this series. Damian Lillard, who joined the Bucks in the offseason, will need to step in the leading role alongside Chris Middleton. The Indiana Pacers made a huge step forward this season, and the main reason for that is Tyrese Halliburton. The point guard led the league with 10.9 assists per game. The Pacers added Pascal Siakam during the season, who has adapted well to the team. The Pacers are the best offensive team in the league, averaging 123.1 points per game and shooting a league-best 50.6% from the field. It is tough to predict how this series will go with Antetokounmpo being out. The Bucks are a completely different team without him, so we go with the Pacers to make an upset. Prediction: Pacers in 7. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Orlando Magic. The Cleveland Cavaliers are probably the best team in the league that no one really talks about. Donovan Mitchell has decent playoff experience, and it is time for him to show that he can be a leader on a winning team. The Cavs have excellent defenders in the paint, with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley doing a great job. The Cavaliers are in the top 7 in the league, allowing 110.2 points per game on 46.3% shooting from the field. They will need all that defense against the Orlando Magic. The young team from Florida has shocked many this season, being among the top 6 teams in the East from day one. The reigning Rookie of the Year, Paolo Banchero, is having another impressive season, making his All-Star debut, and the Wagner brothers are also worth mentioning. The Magic allow a league-low 84 field goal attempts per game, and this will be a series with low-scoring games. Prediction: Cavaliers in 5. Oklahoma City Thunder versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Oklahoma City Thunder are one of the top stories of the season, becoming the youngest team to finish atop the conference. The Thunder finished the regular season with a 57-25 record and were unstoppable on the offensive end. The Thunder are third in the league, averaging 120.1 points per game on 49.9% shooting from the field. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the second best scorer in the league, averaging 30.1 points per game. The Thunder will go against the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round. The Pels are coming off a 105-98 win over the Sacramento Kings in the play-in tournament. They lost the first game 110-106 to the Los Angeles Lakers in the previous game, and what may be the key point of their season is that they lost Zion Williamson with a hamstring injury. The Pelicans' top scorer is out for the beginning of the season, but it is pretty unlikely that we will see him against the Thunder. Prediction: Thunder in 4. Denver Nuggets vs Los Angeles Lakers. The Denver Nuggets are the team to watch going into the playoffs. Last season, they won the first NBA championship in franchise history, and they are ready to repeat. They fell just short of getting the top seed in the West, as they finished the regular season with the same record as the leading Thunder. Nikola Jokic is on the verge of winning his third MVP award after averaging 26.4 points, 12.4 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. The Nuggets are starting the playoffs against the Los Angeles Lakers. They swept the purple and gold last season in the conference finals and are favorites to advance this time as well. The Lakers made it to the playoffs with a 110-106 road win over the New Orleans Pelicans. LeBron James reached the 40,000-point milestone this season, and he will try to lead his team to another deep playoff run. Anthony Davis is ready to help, but it is pretty unlikely that they will be able to do something against the Joker. Prediction: Nuggets in 5. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Phoenix Suns. The Minnesota Timberwolves are having an impressive season, the best one since Kevin Garnett's era. Anthony Edwards is slowly but surely taking over the league, and if he manages to take his team deep into the playoffs, the comparisons to Michael Jordan will get even louder. Karl Anthony Towns is coming back from his meniscus injury, and Rudy Gobert is still an elite defender in the league. The Wolves will go against the Phoenix Suns, who have had many ups and downs this season. Regardless of their starting position in the playoffs, having Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal on the roster makes the Suns a team that can beat anybody in a 7-game series. Prediction: Suns in 7. Los Angeles Clippers vs Dallas Mavericks. Probably the most interesting series in the opening round will be the one between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. This will be the third time in the last 5 seasons that these two teams have collided in the playoffs. The Clippers added James Harden to the roster this season, and having Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on the roster makes them scary on the offensive end. They will need to be on top of the game to stand a chance against the Mavericks. Luka Doncic is having a phenomenal season, leading the league with 33.9 points per game. The Mavericks missed the playoffs last season, but they did what it took to get back among the best teams in the league. Kyrie Irving is on top of his game and will take a lot of the load from Doncic. PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford have proved to be great additions to the Mavs team, and they will have everything they need to be competitive in this series despite the fact that the Clippers have the home court advantage. Prediction: Mavericks in 6. This concludes our overview of the first round matchups and our predictions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly subscribe.